Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. For this week's reading, I am using the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot by Avalon, Cameron, and Anna Turin. Okay. So before I start this week's reading, I just want to let you know that I am going to be teaching a 4-week tarot course called The Daily Tarot Girl's Guide to Intuitive Reading. And it begins on Wednesday. So Tuesday is the last day to sign up if you want to join and be a part of this course. I would love to have you as my student. So I'm going to put a link just below this video if you're interested in signing up. And this will actually be the last time I run this course in a live format. This will also be, I think, the 9th or 10th time that I've offered this class live. So I'm so excited to offer it again, and I really hope that you can join me. So yeah, I'll put the sign up link below. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to be doing a Q&A live on my YouTube channel. It's like an Ask Me Anything tarot Q&A, and that is going to happen on Sunday. So I think I'm going to upload this on Saturday. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing that. So keep an eye out for that as well. Okay, so beginning of the week, we have, let's see, we've got the Magician. So we've got the Magician for the beginning of the week, so Monday, Tuesday-ish. And the Magician is number 1 in the major arcana, and I like getting a number 1 at the beginning of the week because there is kind of this fresh energy with the ones, this kind of turning over a new leaf, stepping into a new realm with the number 1. So the Magician is all about creating, manifesting and creating your life as you go through it. There's something here with the Magician. It's like he's telling me that your life is like an ever-evolving, moving piece of art. And as you move through your life, you become it. There's an art to it. Your life is like a living art piece, if that makes sense. A living, evolving, ever-changing, unfolding art piece. And I love the colors on this card too. This card is so colorful. Yeah, so what else is the Magician telling you? He's saying that you are the creator in your own life. You create things, you make things happen. And even when things happen outside of your control, you're still responding to those things. So you're always, even if it doesn't feel like you're creating things, you always are in some way. You're always the Magician in your own life. And he asks you, as you begin this new week fresh, as you step into this week, what do you want to create this week? What do you want to experience this week? Because the way that you create, it isn't necessarily about, when I say the word create, it isn't necessarily about creating things. It could be creating experiences. So what is it that you want to create this week? What do you want more of, or what do you want less of? What is it that you want to create this week? And starting your week off by asking yourself that and believing that you can create, you have that power. The wonderful thing about the Magician, when he shows up in a reading, he's there to remind you that you have so much more power at your fingertips than you realize. All of us are much more powerful creators than we give ourselves credit for. And the Magician is there to remind us that. And then as we get into the middle of the week, we have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is another card that I absolutely love. I adore this card because there's just something relaxing about this card. Now, the way the 9 of Pentacles is depicted in this deck is actually very different. Normally the Nine of Pentacles shows someone who's just like chilling in their garden and just kind of hanging out and just sort of being, whereas this one is more active. So we see a ballerina and she's performing for an audience. And the message I get here is that there is something that you want to offer to others. And it might be that you have an urge to perform something in some capacity, or just something that you want to offer to others. And the key to doing that well and to doing that without fear or tension or anxiety is to relax into yourself and to allow yourself to be who you are. So accepting yourself as you are in this moment and coming into an intimate connection or an intimate experience with the present moment, really getting into your body. When the Nine of Pentacles shows up, it's an invitation to be more sensual and live your life from a more sensual place. And part of that is connecting with the body and dropping into your body and allowing yourself to experience your day-to-day life through all of your senses, like fully embodied, all the senses fully embodied, sensing into things with your sight, your taste, your smell, your hearing, your touch, all of that. Okay, so what did I just say? I kind of talked there for a bit. Now I'm like, what did I just say? Okay, so for those of you who are going to be performing something this week or getting up in front of people, because I'm noticing the audience in the background, whether you're teaching, you're presenting something, you're doing some sort of creative performance, Nine of Pentacles is saying connect with your body. That will help you get into the present moment. And maybe you're not interested in performing and you're not doing that this week. That's fine. Nine of Pentacles is inviting you to kind of step into a more sensual way of living this week, particularly in the middle of the week. There's something magical that will happen once you do this. It allows you to relax. It allows you to connect with the present moment, and it allows for some sort of transformation and growth. And I'm saying that because I see there's a butterfly on her fingertips. And then I also love the leaves in her hair as well. It just makes me think of things kind of growing out of her. So yeah, so that's the suggestion of the Nine of Pentacles for the middle of the week. So what kinds of sensual, like what does that mean to you? Like living life from a more sensual place? Like how are you going to make room for pleasure this week? And then as we get to the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have the Three of Swords. So a little bit of a vibe shift. Three of Swords is a little more intense. We see this hand clutching. It looks like it could be a heart or a clump. Oh, it says the charred heart. Okay, so I was going to say a clump of soil, but it's also kind of a heart. But there's something growing out of it. So even though this card at first glance looks kind of intense and ugly and bleak, we have this beautiful new growth coming up out of it. Now, what stands out to me is that we also have those same green leaves coming out up from her hair. And the message I get here is that there's different ways to experience growth, and you might experience both of these this week. So you can experience growth through suffering and pain and disappointment and heartache. You can experience growth through that, and then you can also experience growth through pleasure and through the senses and through connecting with the present moment and being in the now. So both of those experiences, which seem like they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, both of those experiences allow for growth this week. But focusing in on the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is an invitation. It's saying there's something that needs healing. There's something that needs to be healed within you. And because we see the heart, I feel like this is something emotional. It could be something to do with relationships or like friendships, feeling a sense of betrayal or heartache or disappointment in something. Three of Swords is saying there's something that's ready to be healed. And as you heal that thing, that allows for new growth and new opportunities to come through. But you first have to hold a space for that pain. Like, notice how that hand is holding that heart, holding that pain in one hand and allowing yourself to feel it. That is sometimes what is needed in order to heal it. Okay, let's just briefly look at all of the cards together. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that jumps out. And of course, I invite you to do the same. Have a look. Is there something, like, there's a lot of powerful symbols with these cards. I'm noticing skulls. Okay, so there's a skull in the background of the Magician on the bookshelf. There's also a weird little skull ring here, which isn't super obvious, but I'm noticing like the skull symbol bookends this reading. There's skulls in both things. Now, skulls, as a symbol to me, it's a reminder that everything is temporary, that, we're all going to die at some point, and everything is temporary. And being like the Nine of Pentacles, just being alive in the present moment is kind of the secret. Don't dwell on death, or don't dwell on that fact that everything is temporary, because if you're always in the present moment, it almost doesn't matter. I don't know if that makes sense or not. And then the butterfly is standing out to me. The butterfly and also the flower, the rose. So butterflies and roses, or all flowers, they go through like an unfolding, right? The butterfly is the caterpillar in the cocoon, and then there's an unfolding, and then the rosebud starts out small, gets bigger, and then unfolds. So there's this unfolding, this theme of unfolding. So I think that we'll all be experience a blossoming and an unfolding, and maybe even an opening of our wings this week in some form, in some way. So I think that is something to really look forward to. Okay, so let me know what you thought. Did you resonate with something in this reading? Is there a particular card that you're drawn to? Feel free to share. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And don't forget, I'm going to be live on this YouTube channel on Sunday. I can't remember what time, but check it out. I've scheduled the live, and it's an Ask Me Anything Tarot Q&A. So I hope you can be there. I look forward to seeing you there, and have a great week.